I think it's a common principle that in game development, your game will eventually die out. Whether you've made like the next Fortnite or some indie development concept, eventually your game is going to lose traction and eventually die from the terms of the internet. And this is not an exception, especially for Roblox, because there is constantly games coming out. From games that have just hit the front page to games that are years old, eventually the game is going to lose a fan base or player base, and eventually just kind of fade out with the rest of the games that came before it. But there's a recent case that I really want to talk about, and that's the situation with Roblox High School. A lot of classic games eventually do die out just because they've lost that sort of hint of nostalgia that came with it, but Roblox High School had a very different story when it came to this. The downfall wasn't a result of the game getting old or stale, it was a result of the developers and just what they did to try and keep the game alive. So today I really want to jump into this and try to explain to the less informed how Roblox High School got to the point where they had to shut down their legacy game and have begun completely voiding new updates from Roblox High School 2. A friendly reminder that this video is not meant to spread hate to the developers of Roblox High School 2 or anybody who's worked with sending. This is just meant to inform people that really haven't heard of this situation. With all that out of the way, let's jump into what caused the hypothetical death of a game with such a legacy as Roblox High School. For you guys that don't know, Roblox High School was made by this guy named Sinduring. There we go, I got it. Roblox High School was a game made by Sinduring in 2009. It was one of the first role-playing games ever put on the site, and it really popularized the entire high school role-playing game kind of trend that a lot of role-playing games follow. The game was very popular from around 2010 to 2016. It had a constant influx of players, and it was partaking in several official Roblox events. Overall, the game was really at its peak around 2016, and it didn't really start to fall off until 2017 when the release of Roblox High School 2 was announced. With a sequel to this beloved game finally being released along with Robloxian High School, another very similar role-playing game being just as popular, the original legacy game of Roblox High School was quickly abandoned and many other role-playing high school games were released. Obviously, this didn't mean Roblox High School was dead, it just meant that the players had moved to the sequel game or other very similar games that were in the same archetype of Roblox High School. And this would stay true for a while, from 2018, 2019, and even the 2020s. It wasn't until around the end of 2022 to the beginning of 2023 when it started to face major issues. Due to how often people miss the original Roblox High School 1, the developers created a game called Roblox High School Legacy that contained everything that was in the original version of the game. This game tried its best to not require any sort of moderation by making public servers require at least 24 hours on the original Roblox High School game, but some people went and ruined it. Many players who had access to public servers used the lack of moderation to exploit or do overall disgusting things in public lobbies, and it made it very unfair for players who wanted to join public servers in order to relive the old days of the original Roblox High School game. Obviously, the intent of the developers was to make this game just a nice little revisiting of the past, but overall, a small group of players made it so that they can't really enjoy that. As more desperate attempts were made to restore the game back to the former glory, it became very apparent that this kind of goal really wouldn't be able to be achieved. This entire debacle of exploiters is like opening up a museum just for people to go in and tear up the statues for fun. Obviously, it's unfair to the players who want to play the game and revisit this classic game, but it's also unfair to the developers who put time and resources in order to remake this game just for it to be used as a playground for these people. So with not many other good choices to make, on May 8th, 2024, Sending announced on the dev forums that Roblox High School, the legacy game, would be getting shut down and only private servers would be available to people. This just meant that you can no longer play Roblox High School in a public server anymore. You were forced into a private server, which really limited the amount of people that could enjoy this experience even more. This entire thing wouldn't take effect until a few weeks later on May 30th, but it was upsetting to see how downplayed this kind of major change was. From what I've seen online and in different Reddits or Discord servers, nobody seems to know about this really major change. It's upsetting to see a game with such a large legacy as Roblox High School go unfazed by a lot of the community. This first change to Roblox High School as a brand really made a blow on just how I saw the game as a nostalgic piece, and I'm sure many people could say the same. Many creators such as Sending like to upload older versions of their game as a almost historic monument of sorts. Having that little piece of memory from the past really helps with people wanting to relive these old glory days of a game or a site or Roblox as a whole. But with how groups of people took this opportunity by seeing a game that would be less moderated and using it to their full advantage, it really makes you wonder if Roblox High School left the impact that it really should have on the site. And recoding and recreating this experience from scratch just isn't plausible for the developers, as they need time and money put into this project just for people to visit for nostalgia reasons. It's a nice notion if they did, but overall it's not worth their resources in which they're getting money taken out of their accounts for. It was inevitable that a dying, broken, grotesque mess of a game would be shut down at some point. And I think the developers taking this step is a good step in the right direction to clear their brand and maybe pursue something else besides Roblox High School. And this leads into my second point, the discontinuance of updates into Roblox High School 2. Now, I wasn't as invested in Roblox High School 2 as I was in Roblox High School 1, but obviously hearing this news is also very disheartening to see. From words said by head development, they're choosing to focus on different projects other than Roblox High School. They've said they wanted to switch up what they do with their games and what they do with development, as working on one project for nearly 14 years is probably very tiring. And if you step back and take a look at this from a game developer's standpoint, it's clear why they want to stop development. Over the past few years, Roblox High School as a brand has been on a slow decline, as more high school games have came out that are better quality or just more interesting to play. So as Roblox High School blends into this mess of role-playing games, only people who play Roblox High School on a consistent basis or people looking for a different experience will really visit this game anymore. Overall, that isn't the best option for trying to make the game worth the developer's time monetary-wise. Now, is this the necessary death of the game? Not exactly, but it is a clear sign that it's leading it to that point. This is less of the exact death and more of the beginning of a decline into death. And it's hard to see that a game so profound as Roblox High School is finally going. But overall, for the sake of the developers and the community, it's best that they take a step back and work on something else. As stated by Sending himself, they're planning on working on other projects at this point. And I wish the best for them, as I want to see their studio progress further into more unique territory rather than consistently uploading new Roblox High School content or new role-playing stuff. I understand the struggle of doing something so many times that you get bored of what you're doing, and even though it's helping you succeed, you don't really feel like you're getting anywhere. Especially when making games, you want to step out of your comfort zone to find what you can do best, and just doing the same thing over and over again isn't going to lead you to results you find yourself happy with. So at the end of the day, I wish the best for the studio working behind Roblox High School, and eventually we will get more stuff from their studio. But for now, I would say that this is the death of the Roblox High School brand. It's clear the developers tried their best to keep their game alive, but overall, it just wasn't worth their time and resources to keep holding on to this game. Obviously, it's very hard to see a game that's beloved by many really start to fall off, but I see it as a new opportunity for new games and new ideas to be created by these developers, and really have them experiment with what could be done, especially with the materials they already have. I know some people won't see the same light in the studio as they did see before, but I feel like this is a new opportunity for them to work on something big or new, or maybe break the scene with something completely unthought of. But for now, we just have to wait and see what they are cooking up in the studio, I guess that's what they say for game developers? Anyways, stepping back more into my classic Roblox video, I think Roblox High School did a really good job in handling their community and handling their game. Obviously, it was clear that it wouldn't be holding up much better if they did or didn't shut down the game. Unlike other classic games, they didn't really monopolize on this Roblox high school role-playing stuff to its entire potential, and there are lots of other games that encapsulate a similar feeling, and I think it was a good choice in moving on to something else. It takes a lot of courage by game developers to step out and say that they can't add much new to their game, and that they want to go and commit to something else. And I really aspire to be like that, or to see more devs that act like this. But what are your thoughts on this? I would love to hear what your opinions or your thoughts or what you think I did bad in this video, because I'm sure a lot of complaints will be coming in. So if you want to yell at me in the comments, go right ahead. I mean, I'll probably try and respond to most of them. I won't get to all of them, especially if this video does as good as my Roblox classic game stuff. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe and do all that jazz, because really shows that people are interested in my content and what the future might hold for me and maybe potential videos that I might be thinking about making. Well, I hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll chap you on the chap side. Peace.